Hey everyone, welcome back to Fiscal Voyage. And this video, we're going to talk about a dividend stock that is no longer paying dividends. I don't know if you guys heard, but Intel are suspending their dividends after the fourth quarter. And you can see here they had terrible earnings. They reported earnings this afternoon, and you can see here aftermarket they have a almost 19% down aftermarket. And is this a good time to be buying shares of this stock at almost 19% discount overnight? And we're going to cover some fundamentals, and we're going to cover some of the technical. And the technical is really what's going to say a good part of when to buy shares of Intel if you're interested. Because Intel, I'm sure you guys are familiar with the company. They make processors, and processors are everywhere. For our computers, phones, any other technology, the Internet of Things. They're needed. And and Intel is still a profitable company. So we're gonna go to fast graph here. You can see here, this hasn't updated yet, but you can see here, prior to the earnings report, they had an estimate of $1.07 in profit in earnings per share for 2024, and then a huge rebound in 2025, and in 2026 you see 80% increase and a 30% increase. Now obviously these numbers could change. I think in the next day or two, or over the weekend, they'll change once the analysts update their findings with the earnings report. But how bad can they change, right? That's the question. And I don't think it's going to be too bad. The big thing here, if we look at their newsletter, or their report for the second quarter, you can see here second quarter revenue of 12.8 billion, which is down only 1% year over year. So that's not too bad. That's not horrendous, right? It's not great. You always want to see growth, right? But it's not terrible. 1% down, and the stock is down 19%. What really that's causing the issue is they didn't make a profit this quarter because they had a lot of expense. If we go here, here on the income statement, you can see here they had operating loss of what is this? This is in millions. Yeah, millions. So this is 1.9 billion dollars here in loss. So there's much more losses in operating loss than the previous quarter. And you can see here, or not the previous quarter, but compared to the 3 month in July 1st of 2023, and you can see here they made a profit of 1.4 billion, where now they had a loss of 1.6 billion. And some other news, if we go here, guidance missed expectations, so that's another reason for the drop, as well as they're gonna lay off 15% of staff. So they're doing some huge cost cutting. So fortunately for the workers and the employees of Intel, but Intel, the business owners and the owners and the executives are making the decision to cut costs. And so is this an opportunity for shareholders, for buyers? Not right now. And you can see here, because if we go to forecast, 40 analysts, you can see here, that's a lot of analysts, expect the company to be in the growth, expect 42% growth. And then long-term growth, you see here 26% with 5 analysts. So they're expected to grow, right? Just not this year, right? So that's what's bringing the stock drop down, because of these news of what's happening, for the next 2 quarters, 3 quarters. But in the following years, 2025 and 2026 and beyond, they're expecting them to grow, right? So now the question is this a good buying opportunity? With the after hour at $23.56. And the best way to show that is through technical. And we're going to do that right here. So first off, I have 4 charts, thumbnails. Here I had the 3 month on the left, top left, the weekly on the top right, the monthly on the bottom left, and the daily on the bottom right. So you can see here, we had strong support here on the $25 area, But if we go back to uh, the Seeking Alpha, you can see here is under 25, is expected to open around $23.56. So I actually don't think this is a good spot to buy, because if anything, this is just if we go to the 3-month chart here, this is just a nice 3-month sell setup. You can see here it was going higher. It triple top over here. You can see this is strong seller here. This is here, you see here, this is all supply zone right here. This $75 to $67 supply. You see here, sellers, strong sellers here, and that's what took the stock down. And then the next thing is, so we have a sell setup here. It dropped, it bounced, and now it is dropping again. And I expect it to drop around this $20 area here. And in actuality, this is where you buy right here. This area is where you buy Intel, right in this zone. This is strong support zone here between $15 and $12. $15 and $12. This is the area you want to buy. And more or less, this is where in line in the 3-month 200 moving average right here. This is a 3-month moving to 200. The 3-month 200 moving average is right here at $17, $18 area. So this $17 to $18 area all the way down to around $12 is where you want to buy. So I wouldn't go all in at $18. What I would do is say you have 10 grand you want to invest in Intel, put 3 grand, 4 grand in as your initial position around $18, under $20, and then wait and see what happens. If it goes down to here, then you put another 2-3 grand, and then if it gets as low as $13, that's when you go all in, so that you lower your cost average, right? With that, because you have strong support here. This is 3-month candles. So at 3-month candles, this is strong support here in this area. You can see it bounced here and it bounced there. This is why this is the opportunity right there. If it gets to that area, that's where you want to buy, because because basically it's going to come in extended there, and this is where it's going to expect it to bounce. This is where we expect it to bounce. And if we go back to the fast graph, you can see why we expect it to bounce, because they're going to make profit. They're expected to make profit, and analyst scorecards, is pretty accurate for the most part. They beat it or hit it for the 1 year, and then for the 2 years also they hit it and beat it as well. So that's real good. And you can see here the forecasting long term. They're expected to have great performance and growth in earnings. Just right now they're going through some stuff, and a lot of companies are going through stuff this past year. And some of these companies I bought, for example, LNC, I bought around here, the $25 or $20. I bought it, and I'm up nicely now. And you can see here they were losing. Company was doing good, and then a lot of loss because of higher debt, cost, higher costs and things like that. So they had negative earnings. But I took that opportunity to buy shares. Another one, I take the same opportunity, TFC, Churus, over here. I bought it around here, the $30, and I'm up here. Same thing. Look at this, negative earnings. So and then they're expected to make more profit. So Intel is kind of in the same story. Another one, what's another company that let's see here. Oh, FMC. FMC is bouncing, had a great day today after earnings. You can see here, huge drop in earnings, 50% decrease, an 8% decrease. And then, just recently they had a great day today, but they're expected to, be growing 34%, 18%. A lot of companies are doing the same thing this year, that earnings dropped from 2022 to 2023 and 2024. But they are expected to increase earnings, 25 and beyond. So Intel is kind of going through that same phase right now, where earnings dropped. You can see here 66% in 2022 and 2023, 43%. but were expected to increase. So, but obviously they didn't meet expectations. So this still might be a down year compared to 2023. So that's why the stock is crashing. But you know, analysts are expecting them to increase, even if it's not 80%. You know, if they increase it by 60%, 50%, that's still great from 2024. But what makes it great is if we get the opportunity to buy it at this level here. So I'm actually going to create a alert. If we go to my thing here, INTC. So you see here, I actually have an alert here around $15 or $16. I'm gonna put this actually a little low, around $14.50. That's where I will be interested in this level, $14.34, around this level, basically right around here. That is where I want to be interested in purchasing share. You know, like I said, you could start buying shares of Intel at this level here, around this $18-17 area, because of the 3-month 200 moving average. But this is the zone to buy, right in this zone right here. You have strong support here. So that's what I think is going to happen. It's going to go here, mess around a little bit here, and then buyers step up. They have a good quarter, and then boom. And if we go to FMC, you can see here, let's go to the monthly. I think it shows better. You can see here in the monthly, it was right at the 200. It messes around here, and they had a good quarter. They had a good day today. So I expected this to go higher now. Around the $100 is where I probably sell out of it. And then TFC, you can see here, if we go right here in the 3-month, you can see here support, strong support. This is a COVID low right here, COVID low, boom, bounce, very nice. And then LNC, you can see here, kind of the same thing, COVID low. Here's more support in this area here, support here, bounce. So that's what we're kind of looking at for Intel. So like I said, this is where you want to definitely buy shares of Intel. And you know, it'll be more speculation. You know, a couple grand, $3,000 is where I'll throw into this, and then see what happens. Because again, this is still a profitable company, a well-branded company that's been around for, you know, since 1970, 1980s. So still, you know, a brand company. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like the video if you enjoyed it. And thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next one.